Good morning dear students, I welcome you once again. This time we have been gathered for class 7 geography. The name of the chapter is Human Environment, Settlement, Transport and Communication. So in this chapter we are going to read about the environments of human, different environments like settlement, the place of living, transport, means of traveling from one place to another, and communication, the way of sending messages. Okay, so let's begin with some of the terms. Settlement, as we know, the chapter begins with the word settlement. How you are going to define settlement? Settlement means the places where people build their homes. The place where people build their homes are called settlements. Those places where people build their homes, where people make their homes, houses, are called settlement. These are of two types: temporary settlement and permanent settlement. As the name suggests, temporary settlement occupied for short period of time, for temporary only. For example, deep forest, desert, these are the places not to live. Why? Because of unavailability of water or because of unfavorable condition. So temporary settlement means settlement occupied for short period of time. For example, deep forest is there, desert is there, right? And another kind of settlement is permanent settlement. Settlement made to live in for longer period of time. That means those settlements which are made, places which are made to live for longer period of time. Example, people build houses to live. People build home to live. Right? So settlement means places where people build their houses or homes. These are of two types, temporary and permanent. Here you can see the settlement are of two types, temporary and permanent. These are the places where people live for shorter period of time. These are the places where people live for long period of time. Okay, so these are temporary and permanent settlements. After settlement, another term is transport, means of moving or means of going from one place to another, means of traveling. So transport is basically divided into four types: roadways, railways, waterways and airways. Okay, these are simple things which you have also learned in smaller classes. This is a mind refreshing chapter. Roadways, first of all, roadways are of two types: metalled road and unmetalled road. Always remember, metalled road means pakka roads, unmetalled means kacha roads. Another term for kacha road is unmetalled road, and another term for pakka roads are metalled roads. Okay, so kacha roads, pakka roads, metalled roads, unmetalled roads. Okay, yes. And one interesting fact: Manali Leh Highway in Himalayan mountains is the highest roadways. This Manali Leh Highway, which is a roadways which you can see which is a highway, it is located at highest position. That means the level of the road is somewhat at higher level. Okay, yes. Now after roadways, railways carries people and heavy goods. Goods means luggage, load, right? Luggage, load, okay, material. It carries people and heavy goods to large distance. Okay, so railways carry people as well as goods, materials to large distance. Moreover, it is cheaper means of transport. Okay, it is cheaper means of transport. So these are the characteristics of railways. It carries people and goods to large distance, to longer places, and it is a cheaper means of transport. Okay, it is very cheaper means very less costly. Okay, it is less costly means of transport. Railways. After railways, waterways. Okay, cheapest means for carrying heavy and bulky goods. Railways is cheaper, waterways is cheapest, the very less costly. Okay, and it is used for carrying heavy and bulky goods, big loads, heavy loads. Okay, from one place to another. Waterways are of two types now. Waterways are of two types: inland waterways and sea routes. Always remember, waterways are divided into two types: inland waterways and sea routes. What are inland waterways? Rivers and lakes used for navigation, that means used for going from one place to another, routing you can say, that means which is used for traveling, routing, navigation. Okay, all these are synonyms. Okay, so for navigation, rivers and lakes are used in inland waterways. So inland waterways uses rivers and lakes, mind you, whereas sea routes uses transportation uses seas, oceans, and connects one country to another. Okay, so river and lakes are used for navigation. For example, Ganga Brahmaputra river system. So it connects rivers and lakes. Okay, so inland waterways, rivers and lakes are used for going from one place to another, that means for navigation, routing. Okay, example is your Ganga Brahmaputra river system. Okay, now sea routes, it is used for transporting goods. Okay, goods, materials, products from one country to another. Okay, this is the difference between inland waterways and sea routes. And sea routes are connected by ports, big ports. For example, Los Angeles in North America, New York port, Rio de Janeiro in South America. So these are big ports. Okay, that means they are connected by sea and ocean. That's why the name port has been given. Clear? So these are the two types of waterways: inland waterways and sea routes. Now last but not the least, airways. These are fastest ways of transport, isn't it? Which travels faster? Airways, which takes you to another place within minutes, within seconds. So airways are the fastest ways of transport, and it is very expensive, very costly. Why? Because of high cost of fuel. Aeroplane uses liquid nitrogen, which is very costly. That's why these means of transport are very expensive, but these are fastest ways of transport. Airways are the fastest ways of transport, right? Yes. Now communication. What do you mean by the word communication? The process of conveying, the process of sending, the process of transmitting, the process of transferring to others. Okay, the way of transferring messages to other is called communication. Example, newspaper, radio is there, television is there, right? So these are means of communication. Okay. Now coming on to the question answer of the textbook. Your first question states, what are the four means of transport? So very easy. The four means of transport are roadways, railways, waterways and airways. So these are the four means of transport. Very simple it is, right? Another question states, what do you understand by term settlement? I have already given you definition. Settlement are the places where people build their homes, build their houses, build their place of living. Okay. So what do you mean by the term settlement? Settlement are the places where people build their houses. These are called settlement, right? Yes? Yes. Now another question states, which are the activities practiced by the rural people? Rural people means village people. Okay. So which are the activities which are practiced by village people? So village people usually practice these activities. Agriculture, right? Fishing, right? Craftswork, that means weaving or basket making, right? Trading. Okay, these are some of the activities which are being carried by rural people or people of village. Okay, so these are the activities which are practiced by rural people. Agriculture is there, fishing is there, crafts work is there, trading is there. Okay, these are some of the activities which are practiced by rural people. Now in another question number 4, you have to mention, you have to write any two advantages of railway, merits of railway. That means you have to mention, you have to list, you have to give two advantages. Merits means advantages of railways. Two advantages of railways. Number 1, it carries heavy goods and people over long distance. Okay, it carries heavy goods and people over long distance quickly, right? Yes. And another advantage, it is less costly. It is cheaper means of transport. So these are cheaper means of transport, right? Yes, these are cheaper means of transport. That's why these are in demand. So if anybody asks you what is the advantage of railway, it carries people and goods to larger place over to long distance and in a short time quickly. Moreover, it is cheaper means of transport. Not much of the money is required for transportation or for traveling in railways, right? So these are the merits of railways. Another question is, what do you understand by term communication? Okay, communication I have already defined, right? The process of conveying, the process of transferring, the process of transmitting, the process of sending message to other people to others is called communication. Suppose if you have sent a message to your friend in signals also, stop, don't come. If you have only showed your hand to your friend, stop, don't come. And if he understood, it's a communication, right? So communication is the process of conveying or transferring message to others. That is the meaning of communication, right? So communication is the process of conveying message to other people, to others, right? Now, one more question is there. What is mass media? Understand this term very carefully because you might get confused. What is mass media? Mass media, what are mass media? These are the means of communication. These are the ways of communication through which a large number of people is reached at the same time. That means these are the means of communication through which we can communicate with large number of people at a time, at one time, okay, at once. We can communicate with large number of people, okay, at the same time, at that instant. That is called mass media. For example, radio is there. When radio sounds, when radio speaks, all the people of the country will get the same message at same time, isn't it? So radio is an example of mass media. Moreover, television is there. If you see the TV program, all the people of the country, all the person living within the country can hear the same news and can get the information at the same time, right? So television is also a mass media. Newspaper, yes, it is also a means of mass media, because as soon as the newspaper comes to the home, all the people of the country and a large number of people will get the news at the same time, okay? They will all get the information at that particular time, at the same time, right? So these are mass media, okay? The means of communication through which a large number of people is reached, or you can say the means of communication through which we can communicate with large number of people at same time, okay? These are called mass media. Example, radio, newspaper, television, okay? These are mass media. Always remember, this is very important question, mass media. Now, one give reason question is there. Today's world is shrinking. Why? Today's world is shrinking, constricting, becoming narrower, right? Narrower, becoming narrower, broader, becoming broader, okay, like this. So shrinking, today's world is shrinking, okay? Why today's world is shrinking? Why it has been told that today's world is shrinking? See, the world today is really shrink. How? Because of improved means of transportation. First factor. So today's world is shrinking because of improved means of transportation and communication, right? Transportation, if you travel by railway, you move on to larger distance within minutes, within hours. In the same way, if you want to go from here to America, you can take the aeroplane and reach America within 10 hours, within 8 hours, like that, right? So by improved means of transportation and communication, if you want to talk to a person living in different country, within seconds, with the help of telephone and mobile, we can talk or get connected with our family members, with our friends, and talk to them anytime, anywhere, right? So that's why the world is shrinking. So today, world is shrinking because of improved means of transportation and communication. That I have elaborated now. Due to improved communication system, we can talk or get connected with each other at any time by internet, right? Moreover, by means of mobile also, we can talk to any of the family members, to any of our friends living in any part of the country, right? Within minutes. Isn't it? So we can talk or get connected with each other at any time by internet and mobile, right? So what does it show? It shows improved means of communication, right? Also, we can meet any relative or friend living in any part of world within minutes or second. So we can meet any relative or friend living in any part of the world within minutes or second, right? Because of improved means of transportation, right? So because of improved means, improved ways of transportation and communication, today's world is shrinking, and today's world got shrinked, right? So today's world got shrinked, today's world gets smaller, it is constricting day by day just because of improved means of communication and transportation. By means of fastest means of transportation, we can reach to any friend living in any part of the country within minutes, within hours, and with the improved means of communication, we get connected to our friends and family members, right? Yes, that's why it has been said, and it's been truly said, that today's world is shrinking, right? So this was about your chapter, okay? Note down your homework, okay? Your homework will be, what are the two types of communication? What are the two types of waterways? Okay? Just note it down. What are the two ways of waterways? Okay? Okay, just note it down. That is your homework for today, okay? What are the two ways of waterways you have to write as a homework, okay? Next time when I am going to come, I am going to come up with another chapter, or else I can come up with some more questions, okay? So till then, next time we are going to meet. It's a bye from my side. Take care of your family. Take care of your elders, of your youngers. Have a nice day. Have a wonderful day. It's a homework. Don't forget what are the two ways of waterways, okay, which you have to do in your homework copy. So have a nice day. Have a wonderful day, dear. Bye.